Breathe easy, Sonic fans. Sega got this one right.
Sonic the Hedgehog 4, I think was pretty mediocre.
Sonic is good again.
Sonic was never good.
Numerous fun titles.
Sonic was never good.
The levels are great.
There are no good Sonic the Hedgehog games.
Super true.
Super detailed backgrounds and excellent animation.
There are no good Sonic the Hedgehog games.
Cannon. 秋になっても秋足りないけども秋はない土がうまい場所はあるけれどいい場所はない天の山水にあなたとの縁もかけないですか夏に日差し軽いけどもに赤くなった肌の境界線は
I try not to be repetitive, man. You know, it's not in my nature. But the thing is how could I not be when the brother just keeps cooking? The man just keeps going in. I imagine having a fire the size of the planet. You just keep pouring gasoline of gold raw.
I'm gonna be real. I've been here for a long time. Alright, I've been a Sonic fan. My earliest memories are me playing Sonic Gems collections on the GameCube. Sonic Gems was my first game, and after that was Heroes. Me and Heroes, my favorite game of all time, Sonic game of all time, peak. Alright, Heroes goated. Number 2, Riders. Those are my 3 games, bro. That shit formed me into the person I am now. Alright, and for me to be 24 years old and be a grown man here with you now and be like, damn, bro, I'm a Sonic fan, bro. I love this shit. This shit is up. It feels good. It does. It feels good. Because like it wasn't always like this, right? It's been a tough ride, you know. If you're a Sonic fan, bro, you'll know. You know that there's been droughts, there's been dark ages, there's been, I don't even know, man. It's been a lot of shit, alright? I feel like there's a lot of flack in Sonic on Twitter. The Twitter discussion in Sonic is always a bit off. However, this shit is great. This shit is amazing. And I feel like I'm gonna keep saying that in this video, but like, god damn. God damn. They cooking, bro. They are cooking, alright? Fucking early in the video, I think y'all, I'm gonna show a graph, right? That Sonic, Persona, and I think it was another series, bro. I think it was like Total War. Sonic is up there, passing Persona. And if you know, bro, Persona's huge. All right, Persona is not as niche as it used to be. Persona's huge, bro. After Persona 5, it boomed. That shit is huge, and Sonic is peaking at, dog. Crossworlds, Sonic Racing Crossworld is a spinoff. It's a spinoff. However, the boys got the damn arcade Avengers on them at damn team, bro. If you don't know, Sonic Team, Crossworlds is a Sonic Team game. Crossworlds is a Sonic Team game, but it's also being held and developed by the Initial D developers. One thing about Sega is that Sega is always in the background of making arcade games, right? Arcade cabinets, working on shit, right? That's something that has never left the franchise. It's always been in the background. But Initial D is huge, all right? Going into a fucking Dave & Buster's, going into a con when they bring arcade cabinets, you will always see a line or a crowd around those fucking cabinets because the game is peak. And for them to want to put so much work into a spin-off, it shows. It really do shows. And a lot of people don't have as much confidence in Crossworlds, right? Due to the fact that you know, the plumber boy, you know, your boy Mario ended up dropping a new game, what today called Mario Kart Worlds. You know, I know y'all heard of it, but you know, it's always a discussion between Sonic versus Mario, and that discussion is always gonna stay around. And you can't even be mad at it because I guess Sonic kind of started this shit, what Sega does when Nintendo don't. You know, that shit just stuck around. But however, a lot of Sonic fans don't have that much confidence in their franchise, and they should. They really should. I've seen people who are hyped for Cross Worlds. I've seen people who aren't on best terms and don't really like the game for Cross Worlds. But the general consensus is that this game is peak. I played the beta. I enjoyed it. And I tell you, like, I'm not finna sit here and be like I'm a glazer, all right? I did work at Krispy Kreme and I did glaze fucking Krispy Kreme donuts as a profession once in my life, but I am not a professional glazer. When something is doo-doo, when something is ass, I'll let you know. And Cross Worlds is far from that. Cross Worlds might be the biggest Sonic game. Cross Worlds might eventually peak Frontiers and Adventure 2 for like highest selling. I don't even think those are the highest selling. I think the Olympic games are the highest selling games, and I think this shit is gonna peak Transformers. I think Transformers definitely one of the highest selling Sonic games of all time because the meat that is inside of Cross Worlds, right? Cross Worlds might seem on the outside as a generic spin-off kart racer like fucking Nickelodeon kart or Garfield kart, but it's not. This game is doing a lot of shit that a lot of AAA titles don't do. I'm a Dragon Ball fan, right? And I'm gonna show y'all how this tied together. Dragon Ball dropped Sparking Zero and pushed it to be a massive online fighting game, the Dragon Ball Simulator, right? The reimagining of Budokai Tenkaichi. It was supposed to be one of the hype. It was held to be one of the hypest games of all time, right? It's supposed to be the Tenkaichi 4. However, the game didn't beta test. It didn't beta test. The game has changed itself after the game, right? It changed after the game with different versions and different updates and shit because they didn't beta test. They didn't beta test. They didn't have a chance for the audience to play and stress out the servers and see how shit would go. Sonic did that shit out the gate with Crossworld, and that shows a lot. Them being able to put this game into beta shows how much dedication that Crossworlds is getting. Because games that need betas don't do it. But they did it. And they did it right after they announced the game. Right when they announced the game back at Game Awards and the State of Play, they said, boom, hey bro, you got a network test coming out. We trying to see what the network. They've already confirmed that this game is going to have cross-play. Most games don't have crossplay, and most games need crossplay, bruh. Sparking Zero needed crossplay to live. You know what I'm saying? Fucking games like Tekken launch with crossplay. Street Fighter has crossplay because a unified community, instead of separating the community on different consoles, and instead of having 3 different big servers, and it's probably more than 3. I don't know how game fucking development works. However, the unification of the community helps the game live longer, and they know that. Back on the topic of Resurgence. All right, let's reel it back in. It really is great to see Sonic Team with this much confidence. Sonic Team has confidence in the IP and the brand. They actually put an effort in the games, and you could tell that from Shadow Generations. Sonic fans, this is the best time to be a Sonic fan. This is also the best time to get into Sonic. If a lot of people are coming in from the movies, y'all seen the movies and y'all want to play the games, I can easily say that this time right now, that this era that we are in, is the time to hop on the train. Like, I know a lot of people who still have the echoes of the 2010s in their mind, right? A lot of people, I stream on Twitch, a lot of people come to my mind, they be like, I wish Sonic was good. Sonic ain't been good since the classic era. Oh, Sonic hasn't been good since Sonic Colors. I wish Frontiers was a good game. You know, this looks boring. You know, people come in my chat and say that shit, which is just odd, right? But this is the time to dive, right? Sonic has various forms of media that you can dive into, and I can say comics. If you want a shonen style story, or you're familiar with American comics like DC, Image, and Marvel, hop in. Don't listen to Twitter. Don't listen to Twitter. If you're a new fan and you're trying to get into, do not listen to Twitter. Ian Flynn is an amazing writer. Top 10. Back in the day when Archie was going and you heard the echoes of Archie and how Ian Flynn saved Archie, people was begging for Ian Flynn to come write for the games. Instead of that, them niggas puntash and grab. We don't need that. But you also have the shows. Even though I say the shows is it's targeted for a younger audience, if you just, well, I don't know, I guess for shows, you know, you have a Family Guy-esque show with Sonic Boom. That's essentially the Sonic Family Guy. Sonic Prime, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, but hey, if you like it, you like it. Sonic X, it's not the best. You know, I think Sonic X comes under a lot of scrutiny recently. But, you know, Sonic X is Sonic's first anime. Dive into it, see if you like it. I feel like Sonic X is a good icebreaker for newcomers, because, you know, a lot of people my age got into Sonic through Sonic X because it came on the CW, the 4Kids cast with Jason Griffin. But yeah, dive into it. If you fuck with me in this yap session, you know, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to the channel. Your boy also have a podcast, a Sonic podcast called The Egg Pod, where we yap about Sonic. But yeah, you know, come on in, come join the family, come join the discussion. If y'all fuck with me, if you don't fuck with me, I mean, you can come too. You're invited on too. I love y'all. Y'all have a good one, and y'all be safe, man.
I'm emotional. Sometimes I've been living life upside down. Just be careful who you place in your circle, and be careful who you touch. Lately I've been staring at the moon in my sarcophagus down inside my tomb. I've been living okay, I've been living cool. Just look both ways when you play the fool. I've been balling so hard, might end up breaking the rim. There's so many people outside that can't even look in. I'm so happy I exist, I can't help you resist. Close your eyes for a moment, talk to yourself within. I can't believe all the things that I see day to day, and I hope that you remind yourself what you see is pain. Watch reality fold into itself while you wait. Everybody sleep, I'm still up wide awake. I'm emotional. Sometimes I've been living life upside down. Just be careful who you place in your circle, and be careful who you touch. Lately I've been staring at the moon in my sarcophagus down inside my tomb. I've been living okay, I've been living cool. Just look both ways when you play the fool.